I can speak till tomorrow when given chance, but time has gone, and I want to take this chance to welcome. I have many elder brothers. I want to welcome my brother, who will welcome the speaker of the next. So give it to my brother, also my son. His dad's name is, my name is his dad's name, so he's my son by extension. My brother Maurice, please come forth and invite the next speaker.
Good afternoon. God is good, and all the time. You guys look very, very lovely from here. I didn't know black can be such a nice color. It takes art to recognize. So, for the first time, can we give a round of applause to Edith? Because all the speakers who have been here have just been heaping praises on her and not applauding her in the proper way. My name is Ongala Maurice. I did not walk alone like an animal. In fact, the only men who are supposed to walk alone are those who have left their wives at home. Because even the animals entering the ark walked in. So please, sweetheart, stand and wave. She has a beautiful smile, so watch it, please. You may fall. All right, thank you very much. When I'm Maurice, she can only be Maureen. There's no other name on earth for her. Okoyo, Evans, where is Evans? Please, is he still here? He's left. I wanted to take this one from heart to heart, from my heart to his directly, because his work of art is one that, reminds me of my childhood. There are two types of people in this room, eh? And you can already tell what I'm going to say. I can see some of you already smiling. There are those who went to Ivy League group of schools, eh? The ones who are called balcony babies. They were born and bred in the city or around the city or in the suburbs or in the outskirts of the city. But there's a city somewhere within their biography, especially in their early life. All right? Not their eulogy biography. Thank me later. But then there's another class of people who, like me, who are born in the village. And instead of being brought up, what did we do? We grew up. And in growing up, we learned a lot of things. And the experiences of that poem, Tek to Tek, is exactly mine. So I was struggling to balance tears when this guy was presenting. And I was careful not to allow my wife to see. So I was putting on fake smiles and looking on the other direction. But that's it. So I really wanted to talk to Evans heart to heart, but sad he has gone. In the year 1920, Dr. Albert Einstein was a lecturer or a professor at Princeton University. And during one of the exam periods, he gave out, the exam papers, as usual, to one of his assistants. And she came back running to him and saying, "Hey, Dr. Einstein, you've made a big mistake." And he was like, what's the mistake? What's wrong? And she was like, "You have been giving us the same questions over and over again for the past 2 years. And I think we have done them, we have been passing, and for this one, I just came to tell you, just give us another set of questions." And he was like, "Yes, I agree with you, the questions are the same, but the answers are different. The questions are the same because 2 years ago, the answers are different because 2 years ago, a lot has changed, all right? And I expect to see different answers this time around." And this is where I want to probably leave it before I call the chief guest, the keynote speaker, because the questions to our lives are the same. All right? Year in, year out, especially now that we're in January, how do I get more clients as an entrepreneur? As an artist, how do I bloom? I see Maurice Consult on the screen, that's my company. How do I get more clients, for example, at Maurice? How do I make more money, make my company more profitable? But the biggest question in the room is, what problem am I solving, all right? It's not about just making money, it's about solving problems. What problem am I solving, and how am I going to do it? Those are the questions that remain. But the answers keep changing. Because 10 years ago, social media was utopia. If you describe to someone the situation that we see around right now of artificial intelligence, machine learning, that was something that nobody could relate to. They would be like, what are you talking about? Can you come back to Earth? You talk like you are in Mars. But today it's a reality. And it scares me to imagine what the tech space will be in the next probably 10 years, the next decade, you know? And so we need to keep reinventing ourselves every other day to address these questions that remain constant. And so when I see artists like Edith, by the way, I come from this group of people who originally would call her Edith. But because I want to sound modest and we are speaking English, let me say Edith, all right? So when I see artists like Edith doing the Bliss of art and making this room so artistic in every way, in sight, in sound, in form, then I am hopeful. You know, I am not scared anymore because I believe that in the future, there are people who live now who belong to the future, all right? This is why you clap. Okay, all right, so right about now, I don't want to talk too much. I was only tasked to introduce. This is our first one. My face has refused. I was tasked to introduce the chief guest, my brother, my elder brother, and my friend. Andrew Nico Osian is an international relations and government affairs professional with 13 years. Can I say over 13 years of experience working in the mainstream government and international development sectors across various countries. His career life entails helping agencies manage and improve their relations with stakeholders to enhance public trust and bolster organizational reputation. He is currently the Chief Manager and Head of Stakeholder Engagement Division at the Kenya Revenue Authority. I know he will tell us a lot. He may not tell us a lot about taxes right now. Please don't be scared. He's a very, he's one of the greatest gentlemen I know, so he will not mulika you, but if you are guilty, just please go and pay your taxes. Prior to his current role, Andrew also served as Chief Manager, International Relations and Diplomacy Division in the same agency. He also worked for Oxfam International. If you know Oxfam, you know that that's an organization that's quite difficult to get into, but one that shapes you in your worldview and does a lot of good work across the globe. And he worked in Oxfam across various countries. So Andrew holds a BA in political science from the University of Nairobi, the University of Nairobi, and an advanced diploma in customs administration from KESRA, that is Kenya School of Revenue Administration, and a higher diploma in human resources management from the College of Human Resources of Kenya. Now, in recognition to his outstanding achievements and promising leadership, Andrew was awarded the UK's most prestigious Chevening Scholarship to study MSc in Comparative Political Economy at the London School of Economics, LSE, in 2013. So ladies and gentlemen, this is the man that is most befitted to lecture us on academics and to teach us a thing or two about professional development. Give it up to our chief guest, Andrew Nico Ocean.